Hello and welcome to health lesson number 13. So first of all guys, can we all say a big hello to our friends on camera?
Hello!
And we'll begin by doing our meditation sequence. So I'll sit down and we'll take 2 fingers, find our heart center, left hand on our lap and close our eyes. And when you're ready guys, you can open your eyes and come back to the room. Okay? Next we'll do our stretching sequence. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. And we'll begin by stretching up. High as we can. See if we can touch the ceiling. And then let's go down low and touch our toes. And back up high. This time, can we go tippy toe high? Tippy toes. Tippy toe high. Very good. And then touch our toes again. This time, let's go gently side to side. Give our spines just a little stretch. It's a good idea to exercise our spines, especially if we sit for long periods. And now, forwards and backwards, forwards and backwards. And we'll finish with 5 star jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent guys, please sit down. So health lesson number 13. Does anybody remember what we learned during health lesson number 12? The last health lesson? What was the important word we need to use? Begins with 2 letters, begins with N. No. How do we spell? N-O. We learnt about S-A-Y-I-N-G. Saying no. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No. When are some of the times we might want to say no? Can anybody remember when? Excellent. Touch. How do we spell touch? T-O-U-C-H. Touch. Or if it's a harder touch, like somebody hits, hurt. Can we say hurt? Not heart. Heart. Hurt. Hurt. How do we spell? Hurt. T. Very good. So we have touch. Hurt. Excellent, Pak Bung. I was about to say, who do we sometimes have to say no to? The pit from strangers. Excellent. Well, first of all, we'll say strangers, and then we'll talk about S-T-R-A, strangers. We have friends. Is friends a stranger?
No.
No. Are family strangers?
No.
No. Strangers are people we don't know. Strangers. Should we say no to strangers?
Yes.
Yes. What time should we say no to strangers? Sometimes they might food. So we can say F-O-O-D. Or remember the second one? Food, or if they ask us to get in their car. Does anybody remember what that car begins with? Lift. Lift. A lift. What should we say? No. When should we say no? When hurt. Touch. With strangers. When they offer food. Or a lift. Any other examples? When to say no? Think about in your lives. When will you say no in your life, Prel? Any time you'd like to say no? No? Okay. Anybody else? Any ideas of when we can say no in our lives? Okay, well let's practice one more time. Hurt. Touch. Strangers. And remember when we are at home. Home. How do we spell home? H-O-M-E. What should we do if we're at home alone with the door? Lock the door. How do we spell lock? L-O-C-K. The door. D-O-O-R. Lock the door. If a stranger knocks at your home and you are alone, should you answer?
No.
No. Don't answer to strangers. Don't answer strangers. Okay? So last time we'll practice the vocabulary together. Saying no. When we're hurt. Touch. With strangers. When they offer food. When they offer a lift. At home. We should lock the door. And don't answer Two strangers.
Two strangers.
Excellent, guys. Well done. So now we're going to move on to the main part of today's lesson, and we're going to learn about a series of actions. Can anybody tell me what I'm doing now? Walking. Does anybody know what type of action this is called? It's movement. It's movement, but it's a specific type. We're going to look at, ready? L-O-C-O-M-O-T-R. Locomotor. Locomotor. And we're going to look at locomotor movements. Locomotor movements. Like walking. What does locomotor mean? Does anybody know? Locomotor, sometimes you might have heard of a train called locomotion. Anybody heard the phrase locomotion? It means getting from one place to another. So any action or any movements that involve going from one place to the next is called locomotor movements. Okay? So now we've got a PowerPoint presentation for us to learn some more locomotor movements. So let's all turn ourselves to the TV screen and have a look at the PowerPoint. Okay? So today's PowerPoint presentation is called Locomotor Movements. Yes, we're going to look at ways that we can travel from one place to another. I have already given you one example. Can you remember? Walking. When we walk, do we stay in the same place? No. We go from one place to another. Any movement that involves us going from one place to another is a locomotor movement. Okay, so let's have a look at some types. Walking. Yes. Is the boy walking here?
No.
What is he doing? Standing. He's not going anywhere. This isn't a locomotor movement because he goes nowhere. But here, what's he doing? Walking. Is this a locomotor movement? Yes. Anything that involves traveling is a locomotor movement. So one more time, walking. How about this word? Crawl. Crawling. How do we crawl? Do we crawl on our feet only?
No.
What else? What this woman? What is she using to crawl?
Hand and knee.
Hands,
And
knees, and
foot.
feet. 2 feet, so we say feet.
Feet.
Hands, knees, feet are what we use for crawling. Is crawling a locomotor movement? Yes, because we can get from one place to another. How about two at the same time? Walking and crawling. Yes, sometimes we can walk and then we can crawl. Are these locomotor movements? Yes. What's happening here? Standing.
Standing.
Walking.
Walking.
Crawling.
Crawling.
Which action is not a locomotor movement?
Standing.
Standing. We don't go anywhere when we stand. But when we're walking or crawling, we can go somewhere. So we call that locomotor movements.
Locomotor movement. Running.
Running. Which picture is running? This one?
No.
No. What's he doing?
Standing.
Going anywhere?
No.
No, not locomotor. But how about this picture?
Running.
Running. So it's a locomotor movement.
Jumping.
Jumping. Locomotor movement?
Yes.
Yes. When we jump, we can go further. We can go in forwards or we can go backwards. So jumping is a locomotor movement. And how about two at the same time? Running and jumping.
And jumping.
Can we go to another place when we do that?
Yes.
Is it a locomotor movement?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let's run through the vocabulary again. Locomotor movements.
Locomotor movement.
Walking,
Walking.
crawling,
Crawling.
walking and crawling.
Walking and crawling.
This means to walk first and then crawl. We can't do both at the same time. We can walk or we can crawl. We can't do both together.
Run and jump and we can.
We run first and then we jump. Running,
Running.
jumping,
Jumping.
running and jumping.
Running and jumping.
Any questions?
No.
Excellent, guys. Round of applause. And now we have our two volunteers, Dan and Chu, who are going to demonstrate our locomotor movements from the PowerPoint presentation. So what we'll do, we'll look at our friends here. Teacher will go through the slides and speak the movements, and our students will demonstrate. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's begin. So all together, guys, locomotor movements.
Locomotor movement.
Number one, walking.
Walking.
But you need to travel. You must travel to another place. Walk, walk, and then come back. That's a locomotor movement. You have to go to another place. Number two, ready? Crawling. Crawling. Crawl around, guys. Crawl around. That's it. Locomotor movement is going from one place to another. And then you can come back. Very good. Okay, round of applause for crawling. Next one, walking and crawling. So walk and then crawl. Walk and crawl. And come back. That's it. Walking and crawling. Excellent, well done. Next one, anyone remember?
Run and jump.
First we have
Run.
running. So run. Running. Running. Excellent. Running, well done. Jumping. 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 Yes, very good. And then come back. Excellent. And now to combine the two, running and jumping. Off you go, guys. Running And then jumping, running, and jumping. Excellent. Round of applause for Down and Sue. That was excellent, guys. Down, high five. Pat, you didn't do anything. No high five. And Sue, high five. Okay. Oh, okay. Everybody high five. But teacher can think of one more locomotor movement. Does anybody know what this is?
Skipping.
Hopping. Hopping. You can also do this one. Hopping is because am I traveling? Am I traveling? Yes. So this is locomotor movement too. What did we have? We had walking, crawling, running, jumping, hopping, and also skipping. Okay, so well done, guys. Very well done. Come back to class. We hope you enjoyed the PowerPoint presentation about the various locomotor movements. And also, it was fun to see our demonstrators, our 2 volunteers, did the movements for us. And now, time for our stretching activity. So let's stand up and push in our chairs. Let's begin by rotating our wrists. And then go back the other way. And now let's shake our arms. And then let's go in, out, in, out, in, out, and stop. Next, left leg, 5 kicks. Right leg, 5 kicks. And we'll finish with 5 claps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Please sit down. Okay, so now, what types of movements are we learning about today, guys? Locomotor movements. How do we spell locomotor? Locomotor. Movements. Locomotor movements. So teachers, for this exercise, you can print off the flashcards and you can show them to your students to practice pronunciation. First we have jumping. Next we have crawling. Walking. Running. So these are the 4 types of locomotor movements. We have jumping, crawling, walking, running. Okay, and what we will do now, we'll have an activity. Each student will come to the front of class and they will demonstrate a locomotor movement, but they're not allowed to speak. You can't speak. Your friends have to guess which one they are doing. Okay? I will go first. Jumping. Excellent. Okay? So Nadia, can you come and demonstrate your movement? Remember, you can't speak. Anyone you want. can you crawl?
Run.
Very good. Crawling.
Crawling.
High five. Round of, high 10. Round of applause for Nadia. Dan, can you come forward again? Anyone you want, but remember you can't speak.
Running.
Running. One more time. Running.
Running.
A round of applause for down. Pat, come and join teacher. What's your locomotor movement?
Walking.
Walking. Very good. That's the easy one. Well done. Well done for picking the easy one. Round of applause. Back out.
Jumping.
But remember, locomotor movements, you have to move. So jump forward.
Jump.
Excellent. Jumping. If we just do this, that's not locomotor. Are we going anywhere?
No.
No. So we have to jump and move to another place. So one more time. Excellent. High five. High 10. Round of applause for last time. Bang pon. Let's see. Bang pon. What locomotor movement will he choose? Remember, you can't speak.
Running.
Okay, but remember you have to run. That's better. Excellent. Where's he go? Where you go? Where you go? Which one has he done?
Running.
Running. Rounds of applause for Bang pon. Prel. Let's see which movement Prel will do. So now we've had all of the movements, which is good. Which one will Prel do? Crawling. She had, but not yet, because she had, can you high five? Excellent. Okay, that's perfect, because you need to travel for it to be local. Prel, high five. Round of applause for Prel. Chew. Time for Chew. I wonder which locomotor movement Chew will choose. You stand here for me so your friends can see. Which one will you do?
Walking.
Walking. Well done. The easy one. Perfect. Well done. Round of applause. Pak boom.
Jumping.
Perfect. Round of applause for Pak boom. Can anyone remember the one that I said earlier?
Hopping.
Hopping. So
Skipping.
hopping. Skipping is another one. Hopping we would spell H O P P, two P's, I N G. Hopping. Okay guys, excellent, well done. Now it's time for the final activity for this lesson, and it's an outdoor activity. What we're going to play with our students, teachers, is follow the leader. What we'll do is we'll move our students outside if the weather is okay, and we'll nominate one student each time to be the leader. That student will give us a locomotor movement, and the rest of the group have to follow for 30 seconds. Okay? So what are our locomotor movements again, guys?
Jumping.
Jumping,
Crawling.
crawling,
Walking.
walking,
Running.
running, and
Hopping.
hopping. So we have 5 movements. When we go outside, our students will practice all of the movements together by following the leader. The name of this activity, ready? Follow the leader.
Follow the leader.
Excellent. We'll play this. You've got around 15-20 minutes until the end of the lesson, and you can change your students every time so they all get the chance to be the leader. So are you ready, guys?
Ready.
Okay, we'll go outside. So now it's time for our outside activity. We're going to play Follow the Leader. Down is our students who will go first. So the thing that Down does of the locomotive movement is what the rest of our students have to follow. Down is the leader and the rest of our students will follow. So one more time, guys. Follow the leader.
Follow the leader.
Are you ready, Down? Okay, we'll do each movement for about 30 seconds, okay? So what our leader does, you have to do too, okay?
Okay.
So the 5 locomotive movements, what were they? Can you remember?
Jumping, running, walking, hopping, crawling.
Jumping, running, walking, crawling and hopping. Any of them you can choose. Are you ready? Okay, let's begin. Hopping. Okay, so now we have to follow the leader. And you can travel, that's it. You're following the leader. 20 seconds. You can swap legs. You can swap legs. You don't have to use the same leg all the time. Okay, now locomotive movement number 2. We have 2. Are you ready? Begin. Running. Okay, follow the leader, guys. Yes. And again. One more time. This is running. Running is our locomotive movement. Now number 3. So are you ready? Bangpon, what's your locomotive movement? Crawling. Okay guys, you have to follow the leader. And then come back. Watch it, don't collide. So you see it's a locomotive movement because you go and you come back. You're travelling. Excellent. Excellent. Well done. And now it's time for Pat. What's your locomotive movement? Okay, begin. Guys, you have to follow your leader. That's it. We can just go for a walk. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, walking. What's our next? Who's next? Okay, so now time for our next student, Lakau. What will you do, Lakau?
Jumping.
Okay, let's see. Jumping, 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 jumping. And again, no, no, no. Very good. Now it's time for Prel and her locomotive movements. What will you do, Prel? Walking. Are we ready, guys? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Welcome back to class. We hope you had fun with the outside activity and we all had a good time practicing our different locomotive movements and being the leader. So one last time guys, what have we learned today?
Locomotive movement.
Excellent. And what were our 5 movements?
Jumping, crawling, walking, running, hopping.
Excellent. Round of applause. So that's the end of the lesson. We hope you've enjoyed it, had fun, and found it interesting. And we'll see you again soon for the next lesson. So can we say bye-bye? Bye-bye.